That is some wacky stuff there, Blizzard. That is some real wacky stuff. Alright, we're level 1. Raise skeletons. When a nearby enemy dies, it becomes a skeletal warrior that attacks for 31 damage and lasts 15 seconds. Up to 4 skeletal warriors can be active at once. Passive, I assume. And we can have 4 skeletal warriors augmented by talents. I know that much. Neat. So we'll clear a lane, we'll get some skellies. They'll only last 15 seconds, which is kind of interesting. But from what I saw in the Spotlight video, it looked like if you have a low health skeleton and you would get a new skeleton, you get a new skeleton instead. Might be a wrong observation there. Bone armor. Activate to gain a shield. Equal to 25% of your maximum health for 3 seconds. Alright, maximum health. 1,976. Interesting. So not a huge, but certainly something to get us deep, and it's expendable health, which means we can actually get in there and get out those poison novas that we'll want to do in the first place. Spectral Scythe. Now, this is the one I'm hearing all sorts of business about, how this thing is mad powerful. Spectral Scythe summons a scythe that travels to you after 1 second, dealing damage to enemies. That seems like a lot of damage at level 1. Cooldown 8 seconds, not bad on the mana either. So what happens? It's always there. Okay, so it's always at that distance. Let's toggle the cooldowns here. So no matter what, no matter where my mouse is, no matter if it's a foot from me, it's always at that same location. Okay, well that'll be easy to gauge, and I assume we'll use it in the exact same way that we use the Fire Waves Return on Diablo. Well, we'll throw it out, and then we'll start running the opposite direction so it has maximum duration out on the field. Curse Strikes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big as Skeleton King. Your basic attacks deal damage in a wide area, reducing the attack speed of enemies by 50% for 2 seconds, lasts 4 seconds once triggered. Oh, okay, so the trigger lasts and the debuff lasts 2 seconds. I assume I apply it in the area. And right now, I just turn it on, makes my scythe glow, and I assume will go away in 4 seconds. Oh no, I have to auto-attack something. That's interesting. Let's toggle a minion here and get this off me. Because I want to know, once I put it out, so there's the first swing. Oh my goodness, that's big. Oh, that's pretty sick. Alright, so it's gone now. How expensive is that? 7 or 65? Okay. At 65 mana, I could pop that. Mount up. And regenerate the mana. So when I actually get into where I'm going, it'll be ready to roll. Seems like it also... What's my attack range, and is it affected by this spell? It certainly makes my sweeps wide, but does it affect my melee range? So here, melee range, activate. Okay, still melee range, so I do have to actually be in... Yeah, I have to be in range to attack. It doesn't increase my range, kind of like Deadly Reach, which has the word reach in it for Monk, but still interesting to note. Bone Prison. After 2-second delay, it deals damage and roots the target for 2 seconds. Alright. Oh, that is wow, that's a small area. Here I am just thinking, I'm just gonna walk out and what we can assume he'll run, so we'll... Oh, he dodged it. Nice job. And if he's getting away, I can attack the dude next to him. Neat. Alright. Well, let's do the level 1 talent then. And see what's here. So I know this is a bone armor exclusive. Oh! It ticks. After dealing damage and rooting... Oh, is that true? Let's check that out. Let's toggle these minions. Is this only heroes? Roots target enemy hero. Okay, that's good. I don't want to accidentally cast anything. So, I'm clearing the lane. There's a skeleton for me. He gets up. Man, those guys don't die quickly. Can they even take a... Nope. I can't take more than a full tower shot. So it goes on him. Nope, just 83 damage on the initial burst. So no damage over time on that particular bone prison or anything like that. Alright, level 1. Bone armor pick. Backlash. When bone armor expires, nearby enemy heroes take damage equal to 15% of their maximum health. Expires. I assume this happens when it actually dies, not just when it expires after 3 seconds. Oh, skeletons lose health over time. That's interesting. So yeah, it really is a momentum, isn't it? That you have to build up as you push along. So nearby enemies take. So let's try that out. Because if it explodes off me, you know, I doubt that would be that technical. It seems a little odd, but it is only heroes, right? Nearby enemy hero. Oh, really nearby enemy heroes, isn't it? Well, we need to get. All right, we need to push out this lane first and foremost. Get in tower range so we can actually take damage and see if we can kill an Arthas. Ah, so it gives me a little area around me. There's the explosion. Okay. Oh, that's brutal. That thing does a lot of damage. Very controllable as well. And that's for the Spectral Slice. Backlash seemed to do decent damage as well. Shackler. When bone armor is active, you slow nearby enemies for 30% for 1 second. And I assume the exact same range, but we can take a look here because that gave me a new range when I selected it. So Shackler, yep. See, maybe even a little smaller, but that might just be, I think it's the exact same range. Okay. Oh, and I get a nice little area and little souls and such. Nice.
Choose a talent.
Shade. When bone armor is active, you evade all basic attacks, but increase the cooldown of bone armor by 10 seconds. Wow, 40-second cooldown. So, I guess if I'm fighting Artanis and I want to dodge all the attacks, then I would stop him from generating his shield. If I have an Illidan jumping me, that seems pretty obvious. I wouldn't mind a little bit. But, you know, I mean, if Illidan's jumping me, he's going to destroy my bone armor, and why wouldn't I just want to do 15% of his whole health in one go, right? I don't know if I like Shade. I think... Backlash is real small, though. And until we get in a quick match, we won't really know how fast we can die, which I assume is pretty darn fast. So probably Backlash. We'll go with that. We'll go with that for now. I think the slow could be real good. Also dodges tower hits and mercs, the chat is saying. Ah, that changes quite a bit. I took Shade against a game and versus the Butcher, and it worked well. I'm sure it did. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. We'll see what we can combine it with. If there's any other talents down the ways, let's get ourselves to level 4. Now, this is only when enemy minions die, so not mercenaries. So I can't really get my skeletons out of lane to help me push a mercenary camp. Actually, well, you know, we'll try that out when we reach level 10, if we can dodge enough basic attacks. Evade all basic attacks. 3 seconds. Maybe we could solo merc camp. We'll see what happens. But for now, I think we'll do Backlash, just for straight damage. Death's Reach. Increase Spectral Scythe's range by 20%. Okay, so a normal Spectral Scythe looks like that. An augmented Spectral Scythe looks... Oh. Interesting. I like the little arrow tool that adjusts with you. Huh. Okay, so poke build. I have trouble getting in deep in the first place. I probably would have taken Shade along the way because I'm scared that I'm going to get blown away. Makes sense. Jailers. Bone Prison spawns 2 skeleton warriors that fixate on the enemy for 15 seconds. These do not count towards your raised skeleton maximum. Alright, let's see this one go. I've been curious about this guy. Let's go ahead and turn on Arthas here. Because if the chat said is true that the skeletons lose health over time, then, you know, maybe they just get blown away by a little bit of area effect. In fact, let's let Arthas turn on his frost here. 15% health looks pretty deadly. So, what, no matter where they are? Alright, yeah, there's the 2. So they'll die pretty easily. 35 damage a hit. Does add a little bit to it. Could be interesting. Now, of course, minions don't toggle block, but is there something we would want a bunch of little tiny hits to go out on? Certainly not Artanis. I don't know why I'm thinking about Artanis so much today. Maybe because of Blaze playing him all weekend. That was really exciting. I was sad to see them get knocked out. I was cheering for them and their wacky ways. But yeah, you summon skeletons on Artanis. They do tiny hits. That activates his shield. That'd be a bad thing. What situation would that be good in? Oh, you know what? Against Li Ming. Because if I'm out of lane and I put my skeleton or my bone prison onto somebody, that puts skeletons in between me and her. That'll then be intercepted by an incoming arcane orb. That sounds pretty tight. So that'd be a good situation for that. Otherwise, I don't think I'd take it because I'm some sort of killing madman.
Choose a talent.
Tragool's Essence. Gain 8 mana when you raise a skeleton warrior. 8 mana, huh? You got 4, and they're always killing themselves? I don't even know if I can spend that much mana. Let's see. Let's blow all the mana in the world. Toggle cooldowns, yeah. We'll at least get a real life look at things. So we got 80. That's pretty expensive. 65, 45. Let's try to lose mana. Cast everything in the world. This doesn't cost mana, right? No, it's 100% free. Okay, so we seem to be okay on mana, even when going ham. But we took that talent. Let's see what it looks like without that talent. Go ham, let's blow the manas, let's Arthas, and everybody gets a spell. And then I'm kind of stuck on cooldown, so not a huge deal, but we could certainly lose a lot of our mana over time. Oh, I didn't pick a level 1 talent. Here I am thinking I'm going to get in on Arthas to deal 15% of his max health. So interesting. Oh, and I can't combine those, can I? Oh, that'd be sweet. Jailers and Tragool's Essence. But I can see how the mana would be real nice. So we'll just have to see when we get in lane. For now, we'll cast safely and assume that we don't need. So I guess Death's Reach. Death's Reach and Shade?
Choose a talent.
I guess that would be the safety poke build. Let's see what level 7 has for us.
Choose a talent.
So right now we're kind of leaning towards the Shade, Death Reach, Harvest Vitality. Curse Strike heals you. Oh, for each hero hit. Okay, I can see that happening. Not all the time, but it does happen. Increase Curse Strikes. Attack speed slow from 50% to 7. Okay, well that makes sense. We'd want that against thralls and butchers and stuff like that. Definitely have a pretty good spec right now for fighting them. Raising a skeleton warrior heals you for 85. Oh, man. So I'm thinking about Cursed Hollow. Wait, hang on. Skeletal warrior heals you. Skeletal warriors. Interesting. Okay. Let's reset. Let's go. What would we be doing here? I guess we're not being too crazy. But let's see what happens if we go. I guess we want to slow so the skeletons could actually attack the target, actually catch up to them. Then we go jailers, so we get 2 skeletons on a target. And then I want to see if I get, what would that be, 174 health when I do this? Let's see what happens. Need to take a little bit of damage first, so let's go ahead and take a couple tower shots. It hurts, it hurts. Okay. Now let's see if we get some health back on a bone prison. Yeah, 2 stacks of 86. What? 86? You told me I'd get... How much did you tell me I'd get? You told me I'd get 87. Game. Blizzard, where's the value? Throwing it away. Interesting talent. I like this stack. Not a ton of health by any means, but an interesting combination. I don't think it's going to be anything we'll write home about. I mean, you know, a little over 150 health isn't going to wow the world, but, you know, I do like my give me more. Let's turn off those dudes. Let's get back to reset talents and move on ahead. So right now we're looking at that shade with the Death's Reach. That's the blessing. So here, I guess, with this spec, because we're going anti-butcher, basically, we'd want the attack speed slow. Sounds good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump up to 10. I know what I already want to take at 10, but I don't know if it's actually any good.
Choose a talent.
Shade. Reach. Weaken. And I want to take Skeletal Mages, but I have no idea how it works, but let's start there. Summon 4 Frost Mages in a line that attack nearby enemies for 69 damage a second, and slow them for 30% for 2 seconds. Okay, so 30% slow, 15, mana 80, cooldown 70, not horrible. Summon 4 in a line that I think can be killed, if I was reading the visuals correctly. So let's go ahead and we'll cast this in power range. Yep, so they're under attack. Oh, they don't... Well, they don't die too quickly, but, you know... I'm thinking about, like, a Jaina Blizzard just coming on down and destroying that whole thing. Oh, wow, they just keep going, don't they? If not killed. Interesting. Can I control their cast? Style... direction, anything like that, or is it just out in front of me? No, I have to turn my body, I guess. So I'd have to run along with them, and then this is we'll just coming down this way. No big deal, pardon me. Let's go ahead and get Arthas out here. Seem to be having... Yeah, there we go. Come on, Arthas. Don't you want a piece? And they just go, oh, they body block. They do body block, actually. They body block me as well. But if there's more than enough room for me to wiggle, yeah, everyone can kind of get around. Would add to the chaos, but I see those dudes going down a little quickly, right? I can see things dying a little quickly in that world. Let's try Poison Nova now? I don't know, I feel like I didn't get the information I want. Let's toggle the minions. Let's see if we can get Arthas to turn on his Tempest. So what, I explode out of the bush, and I'm like, haha, Arthas, I'm here to kill. They don't target anything particular, just the closest enemy, don't they? All right, aha. And now, your attack speed's slow. Okay, so we would slow attack speed. That's a decent thought. That would stop the meleeers and whatnot from actually burning it down and auto-attackers, but still the burst damage, I think, could just roll through and kill all of my Skeletal Mages. So let's take a look at Nova, then. I want to like the skeletons, though. I love zoning, as I'm sure many of you know, so this could be interesting. Let's go ahead and reset those talents, though. Shade, Death's Reach, Weaken. Poison Nova. After a short delay, release poisonous missiles in the area, dealing 878 damage. That sounds like a bit. At level 10. Not a ton, but a bit. Over 10 seconds, though. That's a long time to get healed. Let's see what it looks like on Arthas, and we make the assumption in the background that a heal could come in at any time and just destroy everything that we worked so hard to achieve. So we run in. Oh, it makes him kind of ghostly. That's nice. So he gets hit by the bone, and now we explode. And that's not bad looking. Not horrible. Oh, and it does hit non-heroes, so that's good. Oh, I've got the reach. And... why not? Oh, it affects buildings. That's interesting. It does not stack with itself, if that would ever come into play at all. Well, I honestly have no idea which one I would want. I guess based on the situation, and if I can actually get deep enough to blow a Poison Nova on everybody. Otherwise, I want to go skeletons, I think. I like the zone idea. Map specific. So that's good. That's good for talents, right? There's not one that's really obvious. You could dodge it, yes. Does it work on mercenaries? Would I want to use it on mercenaries? Probably not. What's the cooldown on this guy? 90 seconds, 100 mana. Does a nice job, though, but I did use an ultimate to do so. Let's jump on up. Let's see what we can get at level 13.
Choose a talent.
So right now we're doing that sort of anti-butcher, shade, stay alive, stay safe. Always a good idea when you're first playing a hero. I'm gonna go skeletal mages just for now. Decrepify. Spectral sight slows enemies by 40% for 3 seconds. And no initial slow on the guy to begin with. Oh my goodness. A 40% slow, 3 seconds for... That's pretty darn good. Giant's Curse. Curse strikes deal an additional 2% of the maximum health of damaged heroes. We'll probably hit a couple heroes if we're doing the sort of getting everything in Nova it up build. Corpse Explosion. When skeletal warriors die, they explode for 108 damage in a small area. Deals 100% increased damage to non-heroic enemies. Oh, when they die, they automatically explode. I don't even have to press a button, do I? I'm just curious. Let's see what that looks like in lane. So I'm cleaning up. Here come the skeletons. When they die, oh, let's. Oh wait, I didn't take the slow, did I? Okay. Little explosions on the tower. Let's see what that looks like. There he goes. Ah, it's minor looking. Pretty minor stuff. Could be neat in that sort of mad push build that's clearly available, but I don't know if we'll actually be able to do that. I think it's better that we make team fights and live for now, and later on, if the map calls for it and we have a team behind us, we can invest everything into skeletons and feel awesome and stuff like that. So Death's Reach, Weaken, Skeletal Mages. Decrepify seems like where it's at the moment. So let's keep with the poke build. Let's go ahead and get ourselves up to, well, 17 works as well.
So be it.
But let's get the actual values. Let's bump us down just one. There we go. Shade, Death's Reach, Weaken, Skeletal Mages, Decrepify. Oh, Wow, Executioner on a guy who can slow for 3 seconds. And with the Skeletal Mage, ooh, there's some excuse to take some Executioner in here. But wait, is that basic attacks? Okay, what's my basic attack look like at this level? 215. That doesn't give me the best frame of reference, other than that Butcher's is 300 higher at that level. Let's see what it looks like at level 1 here. Let's just see. Okay, not bad. More than our burst mages, for sure. Before they got nerfed, even. So now they're hitting for, what, like 80? Gleaming hits for like 69 in auto attack. So those are decent. You know, they're not Butcher auto attacks or Thrall auto attacks, but those are pretty sizable. I don't know if they're big enough to warrant the Executioner, though.
The familiar scent.
So we'll see in the future what happens there.
Choose a talent.
All right, we got Shade, Death's Reach, Weaken, Skeletal Mages,
Interesting.
Decrepify. Flowing Wounds. Reduce Spectral Slice's cooldown by 4 seconds if it hits an enemy here. Well, of course it's going to hit an enemy. I mean, it won't all the time, but it's an 8-second cooldown, 4 seconds, and my slow, and this seems a little powerful. Amplify damage. Enemies rooted by Bone Prison take vulnerability, 25% increased damage. So what, 25% increased damage of like 38? Well, we're probably up to like 54 now on a skeletal hit, but that's not a ton. Still, the Bone Prison is a rather visual cue, much like Uther's Hammer. I mean, clearly a dude is trapped in a bone prison, so I can see that going well. I don't know if I'd want to put my level 16 into vulnerability for my team. Skeletal Mastery. Increase maximum skeletal warriors that you can summon to 6, and increase their damage by 100%. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think we just want Flowing Wounds, right? I mean, we're really stacking into... I mean, is there anything more we can put on Spectral Scythe that we missed out on? Maybe Executioner. It sounds pretty cool. It is awesome. Like, we root someone, very visual, ka-chink, and everyone knows to attack the target. Let's see what Flowing Wounds feels like, though. Oh no, we don't want Malfurion. Get out of here, Malfurion. So we fire it out. It comes back, flies through the air for what, maybe 2 seconds or so, and we end up. So if we hit a hero, it comes back. Oh wow. Okay. The increased range does give him more time to escape it, though. But I don't know if that's really gonna matter. We shall see. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, plenty of... Yeah, 25% vulnerability for everyone on the team. It can do a lot. But you have to rely on everyone else to see that, right? And that's where, that's where the trust issues come in. And maybe I could accomplish more on the map with Spectral Scythe by myself. And if we're all targeting well, if everyone loves my bone prisons, then we can clearly make the choice to go with the level 16 vulnerability for it. Let's check out level 20. But right now, we're doing that Shade, Death's Reach, Weaken, Skeletal Mages, Decrepify, Flowing Wounds, and Raised Mage. Oh, yes, for now. When a nearby enemy hero dies, a Frost Mage appears from their corpse to fight for you. Also increases the slow of Frost Mages from 30% to 50%. This just sounds cool. I love the cleanup idea behind it. But what's this? Hitting an enemy with Spectral Scythe reduces their the healing they receive by 75% for 4 seconds. And then we take it down to a 4-second cooldown. We could be decreasing the healing of the entire enemy team in a perfect world situation for all the time. Every single attack we do. Bone Spear. Damage in a line. Well, let's just see what Bone Spear does. And how big that line is. Toggle cooldown, toggle minions, and let's see how you fly. Oh, shorter than I expected for some reason. Not that, giving yourself an additional free spell? Yeah, an additional free spell on a 10-second cooldown is not a bad thing by any means. Interesting. Good poke. But we've already got that. Yeah, I've already got it basically. So maybe we can make up for a deficit of poke we have if we don't go a Spectral Scythe build of some kind. Let's see what it looks like on a minion. It's decent. 10-second cooldown is nothing to scoff at all. For free, a completely free spell that adds additional damage. But would probably work better in a spec that we're not already so heavily invested in Spectral Scythe. So let's see what that looks like. Let's see. So if we're doing our build that we've decided, the safety, Skeletal Mages with the slow, the Decrepify, the Flowing Wounds. So here, I think with this spec, we go Mortal Wounds because of reasons. Because we're so invested in Scythe, we're going to hit everybody with it in the first place. So how does that change? What makes us take Bone Spear? Because we need controllable fire damage at level 20 on a 10-second cooldown. I, of course, just for flavor's sake, want to go Raise Mage. Let's check out... Let's see if we can do a sort of Nova build. So, Poison Nova. Let's assume that we're not fighting Cho'Gall. So, we don't need Backlash. So, we're going to do Shackler because we want him to stay in the area. Here, what do we do? I don't know, maybe Jailers? I don't know, that's a little unclear to me. Curse Strike heals you, Weaken... Man, this is a little unclear to me if we're not thinking about defending ourselves from... So so we're in the thick of it, healing, we're hitting heroes, okay, that makes sense. Poison Nova, what else? We're in the thick of it, so Giant's Curse, I guess? Yeah, because if we're out looking at an objective like Cursed Hollow, we're not going to summon any skeletons. Though we do have skeletons here, and if they die, and everyone's slowed, they explode. That's an interesting idea. Increase maximum skeletal warriors and damage. Well, they would increase the damage of my bone prison warriors. Amplify damage, though. Poison damage amplified for only 2 seconds. A 10-second damage window. Spikes and slow. I guess we do amplify damage here. So we can delete one guy because we're in the thick of it.
I shall save her.
Increase poison damage. Oh, increase Poison Nova's damage. Deals an additional 1% of the target's maximum life. Ah, okay. So, man, we have quite the clear giant killer kind of spec in here. That'd be interesting. So, we're 100% giant killers. We're killing giants every day of the day. So, we jailer, maybe? I don't even know what, like... I guess they're busy. They're big tanks. We probably want Death's Reach just to be careful. That makes sense. But no, we're not, because we're getting in thick so we can explode and take away 15% of their maximum health. Well, this is about a bit of a spec crisis, isn't it? I'm not sure what to do here. Guess we still want to... First strikes heal... Yeah, so we want to heal ourselves because we're in the thick of it. But we need poke. And then we go Nova, and then we go... Yeah, we're going to go Giant's Curse. So we kill him. And then tanks don't like being vulnerable, so that sounds good against them. And then we go Call of the Grave. So is that our... I feel like there's something better we could do here at level 4. But I'm not really sure what. Interesting. Some great spec diversity here. Really a lot of information you can pull from the enemy team in order to build yourself along the way, but lots of little traps if you don't notice while building your spec what you're going for, because you could end up taking a useless talent and end up, missing it altogether. We saw that this past weekend too. I forget who it was. It was a Vala. One of the few Vala picks we saw. They went a full multi-shot build and then ended up sort of panicking in the late game and ended up missing that talent in order to do the slow, which kind of took away the whole power of their build that they were going for in the first place. So let's imagine a world where we are pushing a lane forever and a day. What does that look like? Probably avoid basic attacks because we're going to be real deep and we want to walk out safely. But how long do we avoid basic attacks? You evade all basic attacks, but increase the duration. Well, that makes sense. I'm off by myself. I'm saying I'm not making it to the objective. I'm playing Murky style, Asmodean style, and people are okay with me doing this. So I dodge all basic attacks, but spell damage will still run. Even on Illidan, he'll have Immolation, so my shield will still take some damage. That makes sense. Then I make mana because I'm casting spells like crazy. I guess I don't really need healing, though, if I'm pushing a lane by myself. Unless I'm, like, soaking tower shots, but that's what my shield is for. So, just to make a pretty picture, I guess I'd go that, but that seems rather odd. Explode on death makes sense. Maximum warriors makes sense. And then in this case, I guess, since I'm not really team fighting, I would Bone Spear for safety when I do have to team fight. An interesting spec. We can certainly do it in AI all day if we want and see how fast we can push down a lane, but I don't think that will inform much. Right. Hot Slogs. Zool. Currently at a 57% win rate. What are people going? Broken. The website is broken. Let's give it a fresh, maybe? Oh, he probably just hasn't uploaded the pictures yet. Yeah, he probably hasn't finished. Yeah, there's Executioner. Ah, that's a shame. Well, Shade... Jailers. Radma's Blessing. Which one was that? Radma's Blessing was the... Oh, Skeletal Warriors heal you. Probably wrong of me to think that's not very worth it. That would allow you to circumvent the enemy hero and continue pushing, getting skeletons, and doing exactly what you want to do. Poison Nova, Poison Nova, Poison Nova. Corpse Explosion. Interesting. Skeletal Mastery. Really? Huh. Maybe he's just being played as a specialist with the help of everyone else. What do we got? Skeletal Mage is being picked. Wow. Quite a bit less. Almost 70% pick rate for Poison Nova in most of those abilities. Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about, guys. Yeah. Cover him in cover him in ravens and whatnot in the opening screen here. I haven't found, I found this one. There's one there. There's one on that one. And then there's one, yeah, there's one there. But there's, where's the other one? Alright, there's one, there's like two more that I don't, okay, there's the one on his head. There we go. That took some work for someone to do. Someone put a lot of loving into making this particular load screen. I like it. Well, let's see what happens. Let's jump into a verse AI. We'll give ourselves some AI opponents. Yeah, they're elite, sure, they're amazing. Yeah, we'll just do whatever. Yeah, we'll do whatever map. Howdy, Chewy. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Garden of Terror it is. Well, hey, you know, no better place to apply a new specialist than a map I'm not a big fan of, so maybe we can find ourselves a new home for Zool. Alright, Muradin, Vala, Uther, Jaina. What do we got on the enemy team? Leoric is the main tank. Zeratul, Zagara, Lili, and Nazebo. Alright, sounds like a shade map to me. Yeah, we'll do our spec. And we'll lane, I assume, by ourselves? I assume we can pull that off. Let's get Vala, and we'll deliver here to the middle. There you go. Enjoy your middle lane. I'll solo bottom. We'll try this out. I doubt the Zeratul will be as ganky as we experience in Quick Match, but Shade should help us out with some of his burst damage. Bursters in the chat says, going full specialist doesn't hurt him as much as the others because his abilities do decent damage and have good utility in team fights without talenting them. That's an interesting way to think about it. You know, you take that Diablo philosophy that all the points go into the fire wave because the fire wave stinks in the first place. But if all of his abilities are already good to go, then maybe we augment his trait because it's the trait that actually doesn't have a lot to it. Lane clear, holy crap. Whenever nearby enemy dies. Well, that had some range on it, didn't it? It was very giving. Granted, it was my own damage, so we'll see if it works the exact same way. Oh man, that clears some stuff. Oh, I should be dodging basic attacks from Hydras. Did that actually work? I don't know. I think the Hydra counts as a basic attack. If a tower counts as a basic attack, it makes sense. And just this little bit of damage coming out on me is actually kind of feeling bad. I can kind of dig. Aw. I can kind of dig why I would want to go Skeletons healing me then. No mana issues, but not really just applying myself hard in lane. Well, let's pretend this is a real game. We need to get some seeds for our team and whatnot. Yeah, pretty good at that. And just like a real game, now we'll head top and participate with our team. Alright, so who would be, I guess Zeratul would probably be our bone prison target here. Let's go ahead and apply ourselves. Oh, that extra 10 seconds, well, I wouldn't even be bridging it, would I? Yeah, but it does feel, you can feel it, certainly. You want some bone armor, you gotta wait another 10 seconds for it. Could be a little bit much. So for these guys, well, we're not having any mana issues as we're not pushing by ourselves all the time. So I guess spectral range, or is that just gonna make it harder for me to aim in the first place? Is that why people are going jailers, is because it's just good? It's a guaranteed bit of damage. I don't need the range in the first place. It's an interesting theory. Let's try out the spec we kind of discovered, though, and see what happens. Ooh. Well, that's going to be really delayed. Oh, here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I walked right into that. The wave clear on W is huge. Yeah. No, and I'm not really, so I don't think we need to go anything that gives us mana. We certainly don't need skeletons that give us mana because we would just gain mana when we're in lane, and that's not a very dangerous place to run out of mana, is my theory.
The familiar scent of death.
Let's go join this team fight down here, though. Oh, nice bit of damage there. All right, so here, what, Lily can move pretty fast, so I guess Zagar it is. Interesting. Just sort of get away. He could probably skeletal walk out of that as well. To make sure that he dodges the whole middle part. Skeletons seem nice though. Oh, I'm giving him health. Yeah, he's a squishy little guy, isn't he? Oh my goodness, okay. Maybe we do take skeletons. Huh. All right. Healed up. Let's keep rolling. Yeah, it's not a big heal when you do the two that pop, but I'm feeling ya. I really am. I mean, we were just doing what, curse slows? Yeah, we were, but maybe I'm not feeling this so much anymore. I'm just kind of throwing myself in the middle here, but I am dodging a lot of attacks. Okay, it's gone. Time to get out. I wish the dodge didn't last for the full duration. Kind of like if we had more of an Illidan-like shield where it was still there after the dodges were over. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But it does seem a bit of a bummer that I dodge all the auto attacks. But I'm basically taking spell damage for that time. Oh, let me buy it. So we took that weaken. Should be good. Actually, weaken, that works against everything, right? Basic action in one area. So it works on everything. So I actually should take very little damage dealing with these guys. Well, now I start taking a bit of damage. Thank you, Uther. Got out of there with half health. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh my. Oh, that was not the way. Thank you, Uther. Wow, okay, he's a squishy guy. That is unexpected. This bone armor extra 10 seconds feels real bad. But I'd have to wait around 30 seconds anyway, so I think I'm just sort of... I'm probably thinking about that too much. But I feel you. Even that little tiny heal we could put together with Rathma's blessing into the jailers. I think every little bit helps. Let's see how things look, though, once we get our slow all put together. Zeratul is choosing to fight me here. And we can now dodge. Oh, he got away. Alright, let's do that Skeletal Mages, the sort of safety poke build against melee assassins. And we'll focus on seeds and just pretend like we're playing a real game here. What, let's apply that. No, that'll get slammed. Yeah, one slam kills it. I did get Nazebo though, but now I'm trapped. Oh wait, I've got Bone Shield, okay. Oh, such a long time till Bone Shield. I can cast that pretty far out and then adjust it. Oh my goodness. Squirrely little guy. Ooh, that's a long cooldown. Yeah, definitely. That's a good observation. Is thinking about using the mages based more on the situation and the map. So an objective that you have to fight over, great for mages. I've got to hold this location till X time, and I'm just giving it a little bit of. How do we do on body blocks actually? Okay, he's a little small. Oh, we can clean this up with skeletal mages. Can he? Guess we need to make sure that they're angled in such a way that we have all 4 of them attacking the same target, or that damage feels pretty minor. But hey, they're just gonna chill down there for their time life duration. Let's see if we can come around the back here and get ourselves a zap. Oh well, at least we touched it. Well, we didn't even touch it, but we look like we participated. We'll let a computer ride the tear. That's how I gain health, which is kind of what we're thinking for the next spec. I kind of want to work like I don't have seasoned marksman or anything that really benefits from immediately leaving a one fight back in the lane, but it does give push power, of course, and I'm a specialist, so that's what I need to be doing in the first place. Why did my little skull glow? Wait, what's this? Curse strike activate. Oh, that's a curse strike tracker. That's interesting. Oh, and it shows me the duration of it. I thought that was going to be like a skeleton counter generator. All right, we were doing the slow in our made-up little spec there. I guess we can leave a parting gift here on our way out, but 70 seconds? I think we'll kill this anyway. I guess let's see what happens when we bone armor and then we skeleton. And oh, I only got 3. I only got 3 because one of them was would have been inside the tower there. That sucks. Good to know. Excellent to know. But that's an interesting interaction. I'm a little surprised it doesn't just group up, but I guess they want to avoid the little bit of body blocking it gives. They don't want it to. They wouldn't want me to use the line attack to basically group them all on a pile. Yeah, I guess I can see how that would be bad. And that's basically to say that if it worked in a way that I always got all 4 skeletons, I could put the line here and it would adjust to fill out the area around it, giving me all 4 skeletons in a very serious body block position. Instead, I'd probably get 2 skeletons out of that, which, a bit of a bummer for an ult. Oh, I guess I should probably use my scythe. Well, I want to see what 16 feels like for sure. This isn't particularly swift. Probably should have used my scythe earlier on, but... Oh, nope. What would help out there? Jailer? No, that's only on heroes. Yeah, only heroes, so I couldn't summon skeletons for a mercenary camp. Healing wouldn't help me. I guess weaken probably was the best thing I could take for a camp. Interesting.
The familiar scent of death.
I guess we probably apply ourselves in this situation as the specialist in the bottom lane. We got a mercenary push going on down there, so let's be a part of it. Oh, nope, it's over. Here's the one I'm excited about. I want to see how this feels on old Zeri Pants on the enemy team. Try the amplified damage next time. Oh, Skeletal Mastery's on the same level. They've made it difficult. Alright, but if it hits a hero, deals additional damage. We got the slow all together. So let's get in a team fight and see what we can whip out. And I do not want to focus down mercenaries, right? Because they don't give me a skeleton. Do catapults give me a skeleton when they die? They do. Excellent. But these mercenaries do not, is my understanding. Yep, no skeleton there. Alright, let's get in that team fight I talked about. Want to see what the feel of the slow is, and if 4-second cooldown reduction is enough. No mana issues at all, even with the spec so far. Haven't really gotten a chance, though, to really wail on a single target. That's a pretty decent slow. There's the bone prison and the cleanup. Probably don't want to use skeletal mages to clear a camp. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, I can cast that and then I can set around the side. Oh, is it gonna? Yep, I'm gonna make it. Okay. Oh, thanks, Uther. That was not needed, but giant killer on the terror. That's an interesting idea. Maybe gonna full giant killer spec because we're on a map with a dragon knight or a terror. Anywho, we got another team fight coming up. Oh, look, they're making some nice straight lines for me to arrive on the scene. What with? There's Lily. 2 levels ahead at the moment, so can't really read into what's going on here too much. There's Zeratul. Never really ganked me this game. I'd like to see what he can do. There he is walking around the core. We got a Zebo down here. I guess what? We would set up a nice zone here? How does that do? Just starts firing on random stuff? You really gotta get in range of that, don't you? Oh, my skeletal mages are gone. Interesting. Better for a cleanup kill, it looks like. Coming up on level 20. Got more than enough poke with all these scythe talents. So we'll try Raise Mage. With 2 levels ahead, we'll just kill everything on Earth.
Don't get too comfortable. The infested will return again.
It's a beautiful graphic, isn't it? I love the little stars and the skeletons and... Oh yeah, it looks like they do slowly lose their health as they walk along. Not bad, though, on the lane clear department. Certainly, poor Asmodan, man. He's got to work hard for this kind of lane clear. And blow all his mana. Just no mana issues at all. Which seems bizarre. These costs are kind of high, but I guess it's because they're all situational. I don't want to constantly cast Bone Prison. Unlike, someone like Jaina, who always wants to be casting Blizzard. It works best in most situations. And then you have to work to sort of make sure you use it in optimized situations. Whereas here, why not just use it every time you see a hero show up? You've got the mana. Certainly don't need the mana talent. That's interesting that the range does allow me to cast it on both towers at the same time. Alright, level 20. Let's do Raise Mage and see if we can't kill some people. There's Zeratul. Now, not my raise when a nearby enemy hero dies. Yeah, they just need to die, so I don't need to... Oh. I've got such a long time until my shield. Lyrics hanging out in the back. Whew. Splash damage. But we'll just place it. Place it where? Oh, no. Nope, nope, no. Kill everything, Skeletal Mages. I guess Poison Nova probably would have been better there, and then they just get cleaned up and nothing looks bad and nothing happened. So what, we don't even need Skeletal Mages for a 30% slow because we can just replace it with Decrepify for a 40% slow. And the two don't stack together. We would just have the more powerful stun slower route involved. So actually, I'm doing myself a disservice by going Skeletal Mages and Decrepify. I'm stacking two slows that don't really come together. Yeah, Leo bot OP.
Night falls, heroes. How I love to see my garden in the moon's glow.
So let's not combine those two talents in the future. I think that's a good idea. We're not really focusing in on the flowing wounds either. So let's try embracing that this next fight. And not get so caught up trying to get the perfect Skeleton Mages, of which seem difficult outside of zoning situations. If I'm doing something offensive, they seem a little less powerful. Defensive, though, that's a different story. And I didn't kill anything to raise a mage in the first place.
And gather the seeds. The journey begins.
Let's go see if we can help out 1v5 Vala. Nope, that ain't happening. Just like real life. Well, this works on anything, right? Even monsters? So if I... Hey. He didn't seem to be affected, actually. Looks like Murden's down there now. Trying to solo them up. Yeah, his attack speed does not seem affected at all. So it's the same sort of Rexar monster situation, even though it doesn't say it. It is non-effective on monsters. A little knock against Zool for Garden of Terror and Sky Temple. But he seems powerful enough. I guess they all left Murden alone. He was too scary. We need to get a good horse, too. Put him on something nice. Malthiel Phantom. Sounds good to me. Thanks. We'll let Vala ride that or someone else. That's a decent plan. What's Jane up to down here? Just wiggling? Dancing? They're locked inside their base.
Why do you delay? No terror lasts forever.
Gotta get back on the D2 music, of course.
Well done.
Alright, incoming terror. A couple hits on me, which makes me feel very exposed. 4,000 health, though, isn't bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna look up some health values to see what I can sort of compare it to. Oh my goodness, I messed up. What am I doing here? Oh, that angle's bad. Oh, dear me. And they just fire whatever's closest to them. Okay, skeletons. Alright. Chat's right. Skeletons are going to be better outside of lane and on objectives that are pull people together into zone-based fights. We cannot throw these down willy-nilly and expect to turn around a fight that is not going well. Particularly one where we're already taking a lot of damage, so... I had some hope on the Skeleton Mages. I'm a little sad about that. But... looks like we're about to win this one anyway. Might have to push again, right? These are AIs. Though we have two catapults in the back. Hammering out some damage. Sick Entomb. Murden on the inside. He can leap out of that. He's not going to, but 41% health. Maybe Uther can come hit it with a laser and finish it off. Vala coming down through the bottom. Right, that makes sense. Infernal Shrines, Cursed Hollow, where we're out of lane and the skeletal mages will attack what I want them to, whether it be the skeletons on Infernal Shrines or creating a zone for heroes. Just using it as an offensive spell in the middle of the business doesn't seem like a particularly hot move, and I'd be better suited to just use Poison Nova because it doesn't hit the first target and then stop. It moves through them, so I can poison everyone in that area. Looks like we're actually going to see if we can't finish this out, though. Let's see if we can get Lily. Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay, and the skeleton mages go unused. Up. Why you no attack into the skeleton mages? Why did no one run that way? I am so low health. Maybe Ghost Uther has a little bit of loving for me.
The night comes. Kill the shadows
There we go.
and claim
All right, let's end this. Let's end this carnival. There we go. Oh, Baneling's coming. Oh no! The Wombo Combo! AI Zagara loves, and I mean loves, the talent where you get extended Baneling range. Saw it a bit this weekend, actually, too, in my own games. Not in the pro games at all. It was all creep all the time. In fact, not even the Envenom Spines for most Zagaras in the weekend's pro games. It was basically creep 24/7, which makes sense. Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for survivability, Zul, team fight, Nova, and we basically push lanes whenever we are not prepared for a Poison Nova. That sounds like a good plan. Let's take a look at what that spec might look like here. We want Zul. You know, it might actually look a lot like Nimoruv's spec he sent over. Backlash. Because what we have, Shackler? Yeah, Backlash seems better, I would say. Don't need the mana at all, so let's get that Jailers. And then we can heal ourselves with the Blessing. Poison Nova. Giant's Curse, sure. Slow is nice, though. But I see what you guys mean. Particularly if we increase the range of the scythe, people are going to have an easier time avoiding it. So maybe Corpse Explosion? I don't know. I guess we'll see if we need a slow or not. This is actually a very dynamic level, regardless of our spec. And 16, amplify damage. That makes sense. But Skeleton Mastery. Ugh. I don't know. What do you guys think? Level 16. What do you think? I'm enjoying him immensely, right? I'm fascinated that with most of the heroes we've done opening days of, even if we were wrong on a couple talents or did the math wrong, I feel like we still sort of made our way into a single spec. Whereas this guy, I'm genuinely confused. It takes longer to get to you, right? So, and I'm delaying the damage. If they're right in front of me, I need to kill them. They're most likely going to dodge it. Mastery's not great for Battlefield. That makes sense, right? And increasing the damage done by 100% on the 2 skeletons that we summon out of Jailer, probably not going to be a huge increase at all. And it doesn't affect Corpse Explosion, does it? So yeah, we'll see if we need a slow. I think we can go Corpse Explosion, though. Giant's Curse 2, really great dynamic level. And yeah, if we're laning, we can go Skeleton Mastery. We don't need the mana, so we've got the Jailers. Amplify damage. Call the Grave. And hey, if we need the additional poke in a line attack, if we have entombs and things that are making enemies line up in straight lines, we can go Bone Spear at that level. Otherwise, we can continue this sort of madhouse. Heals you. Curse Strikes heal you, though. That's a tough call. But either way, I think we're pretty clear that we're going to do Backlash and Jailers. Let's try that out. And I don't care where I'm off to, so we'll just dive right on in. It's a 10-second cooldown. It's great damage. It's 100% free. It costs no mana. Not like we're having mana issues in the first place right now. But Bone Spear does seem like a very good jump up. So we're here on Battlefield of Eternity. So we're not going to be pushing any lanes. For the most part, I don't know. If we don't have a Murky or anything, I may be that guy. Battlefield Soak is very nice. Tyrande on my team for the support. Lili, Muradin, Falstad, Murky, and Nova. All right. Well, Muradin. I have to make a level 1 choice, though. That's kind of rough. Muradin, though, not a bad target, particularly if he goes Avatar for our Backlash. Even if he goes Haymaker, I don't think we're too worried. Damage is a bit intense, yeah, with Falstad and everybody to go Shackler. So let's try the Backlash. See if we can get some damage out. What do we got? Jaina, And Lunar in the bottom. Okay, we'll aid the top. Well, they're more squishy in the bottom. That top has a nice lane to it. Sonya and the Tyrande. Face checking a bush because I know I'm fighting the AIs. Bad habit. Should treat them like real people.
The balance will be preserved.
There's Murky. Ooh, that's going to be a little painful, isn't it? But you know, now that I have an actual shield. Close. Close little barrel roll. Damage, just even a little bit of damage, really just hangs out on your health bar. What's my passive regeneration? Oh, it's decent. Falstad was able to dodge that guy. There we go. All right. Nice. Nothing for hero kills, though. Nope. You don't get 2 skeletons or anything like that. As pointless and weird as that would be. It would be an interesting effect, though nobody has 2 skeletons inside them. Some people might, actually. There's some disturbing diseases in the world. I guess I shouldn't make that assumption that nobody has 2 skeletons inside them. What a horrifying ailment that would be. So I'll do my specialist business here, and I'll hang out in lane till level 4. That's a pretty common thing to do. Doesn't look like we're in too huge of a race at the moment. Definitely a little exposed here. Nice to know that that does damage no matter where we go. Oh, well, let's see what happens. There's the switch. Wow, it is a 50-50, isn't it? Should have snapped. Curse strikes on buildings do not accomplish much. Let's save those spells for the actual lane. That's a good point, Cyanox. Yeah, you're right. The meat wagons did summon 2 skeletons, or the necromancer summoned 2 skeletons out of a single body. Jailers it is. I guess we're attacking the right target here by targeting Falstad with reduced attack speed. My bone prison never actually went off. And I should have activated my bone armor. It's going to be kind of tough using that as a offensive spell to begin with. But we seem to be in the right lane. Going to push. Actually, you know, the bottom would be good too. Is that a real Nova? Probably not. It is, okay. There's a Lily though. And she's dead. I don't get skeletons if she dies before the bone pops. It's an important observation. So if someone's about to die, as with all of our CCs, probably shouldn't cast it on a player, but bone armor in particular. Real Nova again. Oh man, even the AI Nova is awful. And I know that Blizzard uses AI versus AI games as part of their balancing. Frightening thought. So, health does seem... I mean, we're running through some mana actually this game. It's a smaller map. I can easily access the lanes. So it makes sense that I might be, you know, blowing through a bit more mana anyway. Skeleton heals in. This might be good against Falstad, but we're still slowing him by 50% in the first place. So let's try out some skeletal heals and whatnot. And this one is only heroes. Yeah. Yeah, and when I report to fights, when I'm engaging, and I'm going to engage early with Curse Strikes, I shouldn't be missing health in the first place. So that talent does strike me as a little scary. Alright, the whole enemy team is missing, so let's get me out of here. The skeletons will be good to go. Actually, let's test the range. How long? Okay, so I was out of range there. So it's XP range gives me skeletons. And I even have a nice little counter on how many are still going. 2 at the moment, 1 left. We'll name them someday. The particularly important skeletons that get kills. Oh, that's a real Nova. We can take an assumption. God, that range is so tiny. Oh, 15% of Nova health ain't much, but it's something. The heals, though, off those skeletons were pretty prime. But now we're going to get out of lane, so we're going to save Bone Prison for when we've taken just a tiny bit of damage, so we can regenerate it. 3 levels ahead at the moment, though. So not going to be the most informative little engagement in the world. In fact, at 3 levels ahead, I can kind of be pretty aggressive out here on the map. Oh, they're not coming, so I'll wail on this then. Not the hugest scaling on those auto attacks. Not really ramping up to anything crazy like, which is why I've been sort of avoiding the... Oof. He got blown away. Well, Poison Nova will probably look fantastic on 3 level down characters. So let's go apply ourselves right in the middle of these guys and see what happens. All right, now we walk away like a badass. We put on our shades, and there we go. One more. Wasn't there a poison Lily in there? Nah, she got back. Poison damage, very easily count. Oh no, that's Murky, never mind. All right. Nice little attack. Hey, nice. But again, 3 levels up. Let's just end this thing, because this is not going to be an informative case study anymore. Other than that, it's a nice learning tool about how darn tiny the range is on Bone Prison. But we have a Poison Nova in 15 seconds. Actually, Tyranda's coming up behind me, so you know what? Let's see what we can make happen. Increase false stabs attack speed. Oh, Bone Prison going out on Murky. That's not what I wanted, but it's okay. And we'll get out of here with the... Ah, the Poison Nova does have an effect where I have to stand still for a bit. Interesting to note. All right, well, let's see what the health looks like at this level. Okay, 105 a go. Pardon me. A bit of a shame to be using bone armor without anyone hitting me. And these skeletons will heal me up for 105 a go. So if we can get a little bit more on this bone armor then. Yeah, 210. All right, let's get me out. For a Lily wins. Yeah, March of the Murlocs. You don't really get to see it anymore. I didn't know that skin had unique March of the Murlocs even. All right. This is an interesting question. Skeletal Strike deals damage equal to 2% of the health. Oh, I'm top damage. With a bunch of AIs. Increase non-heroic damage, so I push more. Interesting. I mean, when I'm ahead, what would I want? I guess Giant's Curse, since I'm ahead. Now I can actually get in there with my strikes and maximum hero. Let's try Corpse Explosion. We're getting off some good skeletal what's-nots, and when those things explode, they'll do damage, and that sounds like something I would want, right? Because there they go, getting destroyed. Yeah, that damage seemed okay. 2 levels up at the moment, so hard to tell. There we go. Alright, let's see how this does against buildings and stuff as they die. No, decent. That's what, 119 looks like for an explosion. Non-heroic targets. Let's see when it goes down. Yep. It's enough. 225 there. Increase non-heroic damage off of that. I honestly have no idea what I want at 13. It's like someone's wailing on theirs, though. Let's go see if we can poison everybody. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. 3 levels up, though, again. Murlocs all over my Necromancer. Let's go lock down Falstad. Mortal coming down the top. I think we're ready for quick match this next go. I mean, really, the only one we haven't tried out is sort of the all push all the time build, which ain't gonna happen. And if I want to play that play style, I'll play Lost Vikings. Everyone knows exactly what I want to do on Lost Vikings. It's really the power of it I found this week. Everybody was on board. Nobody, was mad. Everyone gets mad about Abathur being off by himself, gets mad about Murky's not joining team fights, but no one really gets bent out of shape when Lost Vikings soaks every lane for you. And now we go vulnerability. On what, Murky? That's all we got on the target. I killed him. Nice. A swift victory, for sure.
My thanks to you, mortals.
Well, all right then. I guess let's put it in an environment. Now I assume we're gonna be waiting a while. Well, thank you, Cheesy Bob and Nemoru for joining today. Glad you guys could join me for what you could. Maybe I'll see you guys later today. Let's get in that quick match and see what we can make happen. Of course, we need. Well, we can go ahead and ready up. There's no need to not ready up. Let's go ahead and get him on a Maltheo, though he might look kind of badass on a motorcycle. I'm feeling it, but. Let's give him a nice undead horse. That seems his style. I would assume we're going to be waiting for a while, because he is very popular, much like Li Ming. So we have stuff we can do in the meantime. Such as play a little bit of Diablo 2. I already got him built. Level 1. Rattle me bones. Coming in strong, though. Let's turn that down. Oh my god, that loads fast. It's been a while. Back in the day, that took a while to load. Alright, and then we're just, barely touch it. There we go. Alright, let's go. What, we gotta cleanse? We probably need to talk to What's-Her-McFace? And then go to the Den of Evil.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye.
It takes some finagling, let me tell you. Diablo 2 does not like working on modern machines very much. And I had to work for this guy to waken up, but, not too bad. Had to, run the video test and put it in compatibility mode and stuff, but it wasn't too hard to do. Plus, you get to play the Necromancer, right? It is old, it's a system, the Brood War engine, basically. Now, we don't have cursed strikes in the form that Blizzard has given us in the game, but we can go up to 4 skeletons as we level up, and then get 6 later on. Nothing like beating up a bit of Fallen. Rockanishu, man. The sounds of my teenage years. Got an amulet. Can I even... It's been so long. Unidentified. Oh, I have Scrolls of Identify before Decker King. All right. +1 to maximum damage. Get dressed. Everyone get nuts. Den of Evil. I think the Den of Evil was right off the path, though, so if I just follow the road here, I'll be able to find it in no time. Oh, it's the sickest resolution, man. Well, you gotta play it in windowed mode so you don't kill your eyes. Spreading this thing a bit thin is real painful. The auto pick gold, yeah, man. RPGs are going easy these days. Back in my day, if you wanted to farm World of Warcraft, you had to pick up everything. Nowadays, you just pick up one in the area. You might have to do a little bit of adjusting. It's not the most giving system in the world, but... I don't think you're missing out on much from my face here, man. The sweet tech bar. Maybe you're missing how many of these amazing potions I've gathered together. Oh, we should be raising a skeleton. We haven't done that yet. Is he still alive? Oh no, it's just a corpse. Oh, because I can use this corpse, right? That makes sense. The Den of Evil would be an awesome heroes map. I do have to click the gold, do I? I'm just walking over it. I've been spoiled. Actually, let's go ahead and get ourselves second skeleton. And then we've got stats. I don't even know what I want these days. I guess energy and vitality, and I will attack things. Funny how this system has also gone to the wayside. Most games don't really let you spread out your stats anymore. It's like, I get it though, you know, even modern BioWare games, I get halfway through and I feel like I messed up. I picked all the wrong things. And in the past, you could never respec any of those. I mean, you get halfway through KOTOR and realize you've been doing it wrong the whole time. Ain't no training wheels. Either you restart that game, or you keep on keeping on with your awful spec. In this case, my first Necromancer that I built was fully teeth spec'd. And of course, that did not work when I got to the desert at all. What's on the ground here? Oh, that's okay. So that's the archer. So we need to find the Den of Evil. I guess it's. Oh, we gotta. Oh yeah, running. Who could forget about the run? And how you had to drink potions for your sweet staminas. I decided not to keep that for Diablo 3. I do like killing these guys, though. Very satisfying. I was a little sad that Fallen didn't really have much of a role in Diablo 2. Or they did, they were just so changed. And no one yelled Rakanishu anymore. It was good to see the Tiki guys, though, be embraced as sort of a witch doctor theme. Bitches though they were, those carvers, all throughout. What was that, Act 3 of Diablo, where you gotta go to that darn jungle and wander around forever? Alright, well, we'll save the Den of Evil for another day. It's go time in the background here. We gotta get my sweet, you know, we gotta open this chest, too, so. We gotta make sure this guy doesn't have anything sweet. Well, there's this guy, too. Well, and his friend here. Yeah, we need another skeleton warrior. Alright, just these three, just these three. Just these three in case they have some crude boots. Some gold. Is that a clickable rock? It is. Where are you off to, skeletons? We need to get into the map. A javelin? Well, there's another chest right here, so we'll just grab that real fast. Oh, there's some gold on the ground over here. We'll just grab that real fast. Oh, there's a potion over here. Oh, another potion. Oh, another chest. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done.
It's locked.
Oh, yeah, lock chest, huh? Boom. All right, let's turn back on our music as the Necromancer. There we go. Let's roll. Let's howdy. Yeah, this looks real cool. I like the Malthael Mountain. And hey, we just practiced here, so that'll be good. What are we up against? What are we up against? We got a Leeming, a Sylvanas, a Azul, Stitches, and a Johanna. All right, looks like it's I mean, with double tank on the enemy team, it looks like it's backlash, but I'm not looking forward to getting hooked. I'm gonna get blown up. Top probably has more than enough pushback. Actually, both lanes looking real good right now. But, well, oh no! Well, Li Ming doing some serial damage to me. Trying to open up a nice angle for herself there. We should probably just go on and pull back. Well, this is the Diablo 2 soundtrack. It's not, you know, particularly orchestrated because it was Diablo 2 times. And they probably made everything with synthesizers, but it's like hearing what you thought was a full orchestral track for something like Final Fantasy back in the day, and then you listen to it again, you're like, oh, this is just a bunch of synth music. This isn't as fancy as my brain remembers. And no matter what, we win today because we're fighting a necromancer who paid extra money. And if we beat him, that means it's not a pay-to-win game. All right, well, we got Li Ming here, though. That delay on a more responsive character, definitely feel it. Also, I should have used my bone armor there. All right, but it's time. It's time. I don't mind the idea, though, of at least get them to run away, I guess. I don't mind the idea of soaking, and particularly if we're going to have competition in the environment. Alright, there's Sylvanas coming to try to outpush me. Though they're pushing back Li Ming, and it looks like we're actually making some pretty good progress. Oh no! Oh dear! I think I got it to expire on top of him. 2 seconds feels like a really long time in the real world. Did not really gain that perception. Oh, well, sure. Final Fantasy in concert. Yeah, I mean, that's in concert, right? I'm talking about, like, do you remember KOTOR having good music? Well, you're sadly probably wrong. It was all very synthy back in the day. Snake Man! Not a bad stand-in fight. We got a Sylvanas back in there, too. Alright, so let's do that jailer, and then we're going to take the heal and everything else. So what, Johanna's down right now. Their Zool is down. I wonder what... Oh, we've actually got plenty of time if they were to engage. But actually, that's a pretty out of position Johanna. Let's see if we can make something happen on the back of it. Oh, and it did touch her. And just a little poke, just a little poke. There you go, nice job. Oh! Superior Zool! Okay, that thing's heading bottom. We got Sylvanas, Dire Fox pursuing. But we can get in range, can't we? Oh, nice stun! Sadly, that didn't accomplish much. Oh, yes, that's a bit of damage. Bone Prison out on me. I'm gonna keep running. What do we want to do today? Oh, skeletons heal you, yeah. That was the plan. Oh, I'm getting a little too low. When I get myself out, I'm out, I'm out. Alright, yeah, they're pushing down that bottom, aren't they? I guess like if I get in range with the skeletons dying, they should all be mine. I should just turn around and throw out a scythe whenever I get caught in that thing. Definitely being pretty panicky inside the bone prison at the moment. Though I am pretty concerned about hooks coming through and ruining my day. I can keep this building between the two of us. Well, there's Sonya coming around from the top. And since we got him here, we might as well... Oh, he outranged me. There we go. Alright, let's get to pushing. It does increase in size based on the character, it seems. What about assistance? Are you just concerned about me? Yeah, that seems fair. I'd be concerned about me too. But 3 skeletons are still going. Getting towers and whatnot. No mana issues right now, which is interesting. I wonder what I was doing on that other game so differently. Probably just farming lane aggressively. Level lead, let's do that Poison Nova. Alright, we need some health, so let's hang back and we'll wait for Bone Prison to heal us back up. There's a Sylvanas in the top lane. I'm gonna go visit her real fast. Looks like Johanna's got the same idea.
I must take up a new position.
Well, she's trapped over there. And the skeleton's attacking her so she can't mount up. I think Johanna can finish that off without me. Nice. Alright, what's breaking out down here? Ooh, let's see if we can go around the back, perhaps. And apply poison to everyone. Oh. Well, yeah, no, you know what? It did end up hitting, actually. Bone Prison range is so tiny. And I'm not activating my darn shield. I need to use my shield. It's a good time to activate my shield. Alright. Feeling pretty deep. See if we can get... Nope, not happening. Ooh, they got her. But actually Sonya's gonna zone for me a little bit, which is nice. Alright, well, we'll get topped off. Falstad's soaking the bottom this whole time too, which is great.
Whatever it is. The journey begins.
My strength leaves me.
Let's see. So here, do we need a slow for our team? Let's check. Let's see if we have anything interesting like executioners, or there wouldn't be at this level, but we got so full damage Li Ming. We got a little stun. And, you know, the spear interrupts too. I don't think there's anything really need to interrupt on the enemy team. But we don't have a lot of CC. So you know what? Let's give... They got 2 tanks, though, Johanna and Stitches. Let's just try the Corpse Explosion. Let's just give damage. I think the slow wouldn't be a bad idea either. And afterwards, we'll check out what our enemy Necromancer spec was. Alright, Stitches in the top. I guess I'll just turn around and clear out this. So there's Johanna, but still 2 in the top. Looks like they're going to do a pretty hard engage, though. Yeah, they're really going for it. But 2 in the bottom, so 4v3. 1 level up. I think they'll be okay without me. I think we even needed Poison Nova there. Nope. And unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. Oh, that lasts too long. Well, I still get the skeletons, though, which is an interesting effect.
I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Is there a lane nearby I could go touch to get some skeletons out? Well, there's Johanna. Wow. That kind of messed her up. And a tiny little bit of health off the skeletons didn't help. Didn't hurt either. Alright, let's go visit the lane here and get some health back. Not a lot of health, though, certainly. Alright. Let's roll in and Nova it up. But where is... There she is, in the back. Oh, well, the wins. Alright, Falstad can finish that up. Wind's messed up my Nova a little bit, but that's alright. Do amplify damage. Got a little bit of healing left. Thought I saw the enemy Li Ming back here somewhere. Oh no, she's dead. So what is it? Stitches? Stitches got away. There he is. Oh, well, we can still use it to heal. Not a bad heal at level 16 at all. I'm gonna grab my wealth. I'll alert the troops.
Victory through righteousness.
And we push. I should probably push top. I should probably split push.
Ever onward.
I will cleanse this land from your corruption.
Clear out a lane pretty darn quickly. And even if you don't have the curse strikes, that'll do just fine. It's nice. It's a nice quality of life thing that replaces your skeletons. I'm a fan. We do have to wait for reinforcements, though. There we go. What? There's... so... And there it goes. Okay, let's get out. We can leave a couple of skeletons behind. That'll be nice. Let's go take top. They should have plenty of... no, they're coming right for me, aren't they? Yep, there's Stitches. So I'll get going on the camp down here.
I stand sentinel.
Kind of wish in this situation I could cast a Bone Prison just to get 2 little skellies out. Let's see, I've got my... Oh, nope, they're all in the bottom. No sweet Poison Novas from behind today. Let's get down this guy. Curse strikes are amazing. And I don't have a single point in it, do I? No. You don't need it. You don't need a point in it at all. No increase the damage by 15% for some reason. Nothing. All his abilities are real good. Stitches is in the top. Yep. We applied the poison. We can get ourselves out now. Actually, we can visit this lane real quick. See if we can't heal up. Skeletals. Cooldowns are ready. Well, we basically ended with the exact same health we previously had, but, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? This might not go well. Close. But leaving. Clean up for me. Not a good trade at all, but interesting. Just walking into a lane of minions really does hurt quite a bit, though, when you're not a tank like Diablo and have that regeneration. Nice kill, though. Yeah, oh, and I did choose to ignore what Sonya was pinging about there and take the camp by myself. So I did not expect anyone to stop and help me. I'm a specialist after all.
Enough. I seek better ground.
Let's see how the numbers are looking. Actually, I'm kind of curious, too, about what... He went Shade. That makes sense with Falstad and Sonya, but honestly, they spin so much. But you'd evade the attacks, and the shield would be for the spells they throw out, so that makes sense. Jailers, Blessing. Looks like we agreed on that bit. Poison Nova, Corpse Explosion, and they end up going with Skeleton Mastery instead of the Amplify Damage. I don't think that's a good pick for this particular map, but let's do the poison thing. Falstad in the back. So great that it level 1 goes through people. Oh well. Pretty good damage. I think it'll be a decent trade. Versus double tank. I don't see why we wouldn't go maximum health. No, not really concerned about... We don't even have healers, so... Don't even need Mortal Wound. Let's try Bone Spear, though. I don't think we're... I think the Poison Nova's working well enough as it is. Let's see what a 2-level up Bone Spear feels like. And they're dead for quite a while. This is gonna core. And I might not even make it if they push hard enough and stagger their deaths. Dodging a lot of damage, but dead anyway. Ooh, poison damage though for Falstad. Maybe he can barrel roll and give himself that little shield. Nope, ends up going down. Here comes Stitches actually. A little bit of a turnaround for him. Level 20 Johanna though. There's the shield. Good body blocks with all that slow though. Gross. She's gonna go down in the slowest way possible. Actually, did she get herself out? Is she still walking? Nah. Maybe could have gotten there, but... And it's down to 54%. Might as well use my Bone Spear to help clean this camp. It's a 10-second cooldown after all. Okay, there's Johanna. And this would give me, yeah, as they come down in a straight line. Oh, nope, wrong button. Sylvanas. Coming in on me. Oh no. Oh no. I done messed up. Well, poison for everybody. Oh, I got interrupted. 8-second cooldown. Shoot. Great range on that guy. Holy crap. That's a shame, though. That was a pretty obvious chance for me to get out of there. Pretty much, that's my current playstyle, right? I'm gonna dive as deep as I can. I'll poison everybody, and the rest, you guys take care of the rest, right? It's cool, man. It's cool. That's good, though. At least they're even now. Fought in a bad location there, and Li Ming was divided from him the whole time. I guess I'll clean up this bottom. That's getting away from me. That Li Ming, though, nice wins. Silencing arrow, too. They've got some power to them now. Really stacked together well. But still 1 for 1 at the moment. You can bone spear down that line. Yeah, it doesn't kill in 1 hit or anything, but that's perfectly fine. There goes Falstad pretty deep. Don't want to use my bone prison on Johanna unless I absolutely have to for health reasons. Well, there's the unstoppable, so we can use it now, I guess. Hey, I think that worked out just fine. Bone spear, clean up. Where's Li Ming, though? I'm gonna go grab a well just in case that Li Ming is dead. She's dead, okay. Even so, could be Azul. There he is, around the back there. Get in range. Get in my tiny range. Oh my goodness, I am going down. Passive health regeneration? Nope. Not enough. Brutal. But we seem to be doing all right on the Immortals. The game's just gonna go on for a while. I think they'll burn through this just fine. 22-minute Immortal. Gonna go down the bottom lane. Both tanks are up. Ah, they'll burn through this in time, no worries. Nice. Stitches. Back on the field. Johanna right behind. Gotta push him back. I'm up in 15 seconds. Sonya's gotta walk as well. I'm gonna throw this out there. I feel a little bad even putting it out there as I've been the one to probably die the most this game on my team. We can check that. 5. Yep. Nope. Li Ming's got 1 more. Thank you, Li Ming. You just evened me up. Made me look a little better. There goes Stitches again, though. Come Skool. Nope, get yourselves on back. There we go. I guess I'll go ahead and bone armor out of the poison damage. 30-second cooldown on that is pretty long, but better to have fuller health. And that'll be the end, I'm sure. Right in the big old sideways circles. GG! Not too bad. Not that scary of a game. Spect worked out well too. Oh, that's his victory animation when he does his little dance and then goes down and starts pumping it out. Hey, good to see you, Drink and Run. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, went well. Level 4 already. Not bad. Well, hey. I want to try that again. But we'll probably be waiting a while yet again, so let's go ahead. Kill the double music. Get back to finding us a den of evil. Oh, wow. Wow, this is not Li Ming, is it? Huh. Interesting. I expected longer wait times. Well, hey, Diablo will wait for another day. We're already in this. Right now, I'm really enjoying the Poison Nova. Let's, actually, I can grab... It's basically this. I like the control of the jailers with the self-heal, the double heal of the skeletons you can get with Rathma's Breath Blessing. Poison Nova does what I want it to. I want to walk in, I want to do a bunch of damage and walk out. Same with the Backlash. So that seems to be working well. Corpse Explosion, I'm not entirely sold on. I think I can really... 13 is very just whatever we need. Do we need more slow? Do we need more Giant's Curse? Giant killers. Amplify damage, though, because since it's such a signal to everybody. Kill the guy in the bone prison. Seems to be working well. But there are other choices. But I think in the beginning and up to 10, I'm basically settled.
Do you know Matan?
All right, let's howdy team. We got ourselves a Cho'Gall and a monk against a Murky, Zool, Jaina, Lili, and Diablo. Okay,
10 seconds.
let's make team fights. We're gonna have a low body presence. I won't be able to just push a lane. I might be good against Murky, but that might not be the case. You could probably just blow up all my little skeletons. At any rate, it's a Diablo. Yeah. And everything else is a little too dangerous, so we'll just stick with the Backlash this time. Not an amazing amount of auto attacks we need to worry about either, like a Butcher or a Thrall, so we'll stick with that. Looks like we're gonna have a Monk for this too, so hey, let's take advantage of the heals we're gonna have. There's the Murky. Cool, I'm glad. I wanted to fight the Murky. We'll apply ourselves to the wall. Oh, wow. Guess he was a little caught off guard by the spectral scythe damage that I was pumping out. No, it's true. We talked about it for the Games Bond stream on Monday. Garrett did not play Diablo 2 back in the day, so he has no nostalgia for it. So it's just a bad-looking game to him. Which I understand. I'm the same way about Final Fantasy VII. What about a curse? I don't know. Do I have someone silenced on my team? No. Who knows what he's talking about? Maybe he wants to curse voice? Alright, I cleaned up that. Let's join the team, though. Let's be a part of this. Even kind of passing by and got a free skeleton. Nice. That will be a lockdown for her. I don't want to walk in the blizzard, though. I'm about to get grabbed by Diablo. Still wants to grab me, I think. Let's get that jailers. Yeah. Zool in the top lane here, but Murky is entirely missing. I don't know if Murky... It depends on the spec. Murky could be soloing the bottom tier at the moment. Alright, they're all heading down there. I don't... Nope. I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna stay on top of it. I'm not gonna go specializing in some lane. We have a Cho'Gall. I need to be there for team fights. And I'm way late because of that particular movement. Nice. That kind of made up for my absence. Alright, we're getting caught up being a specialist again. Let's be a part of the team fight. Lili can probably kick my butt, though. I'll ride. Yeah, I'll ride. I'll be the rider. I'm the specialist. That makes sense. Though I do have I think I have great team fight potential. So I don't think Zool riding the terror is an auto pick by any means. Cho wants to protect the plant, so we'll go towards him. We'll let him lead our way around. body block Diablo in too. Bad call, sir. I like Flesh Wound as a name for a Necromancer. Let's do that. Let's keep on doing the healing thing. And we'll go visit the top now. And apply it. A little short. Oh, no, it works, it works. It works. Could have been a little better, but still not bad, not bad. Diablo coming in the back. Ah, the shield for him, though. Nope, nope. He's escaping. Show's a bit too low, so let's get everybody back. And I'll grab this here well. Ooh, Murky being a Murky down in the bottom there. We need to use our scythe, probably. That speeds up things a bit. Good move by Murky, though. He probably is a bubble. We can ride her along with him. Nice. Not much, but you know, every bit helps. And the skeletons targeted the Murky. The pufferfish. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a summon target a pufferfish before. I wonder if they auto do it. No, not in that case. Yeah, let's stick with the Poison Nova, though I think we have some good reasons to take the other one based on this map alone. I think we just dodged a gank there. Let's go. I don't want to leave Murky to push this tower free, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Shield was a little too late. She was already uninvested. And I'm not going to attack them from the bottom. I'm just defending this fort. Stopping Murky from getting it. Their terror is growing. I would assume Murky will go back and deal with that. I've got a shield, though.
You have enough seeds.
Nice dodge by the Jaina there. Looks like I'll get a Murky, though, in a couple seconds. And there we go, a little bit of XP. Cho'Gall coming down the lane. There we go, that should be enough to help him out. Ooh, alright, nice dodge. A little bit of overkill. And I guess we don't need health if we can just push along with this. I'll ride that again. I could use a little touch-up anyway. I'm going bottom. Oh, I know full well that, you know, Bone Prison is not a good target for Murky, but it was who was available. And it summoned 2 skeletons for me. I guess we'll just dodge each other here. Well, we can probably help a Diablo kill. A little bit of body blocking. Plus we can apply Polymorph right there. There we go. Get people refocused yet again. I Guess we're done here for now, but Cho'Gall is still pretty darn invested, so... See if we can't kill Penguin here. Nice. Alright, I've still got a bit of time, so I'm going to dash and apply one more over the wall. But time is, well, time's still ticking. So what do we want for these guys? That's the tough part. It's picking the level 13.
Well done. Your enemy's terror is withered.
Should have gotten out one more potted plant as well. Alright, let's see. So we got Cho'Gall, Khazra. You know, not a lot of CC. Not a lot of CC at all. So let's do the Decrepify. Oh, there's the Murky Egg. See if we can actually get a hit too. Got a little bit of a slow there. Not bad. Can stop those minions in the bottom at some point, but looks like they're actually taking damage. No, that's gonna stack against us. We'll just let it be misspelled. And there we go. Alright, plant time. Let's haul butt through this as best we can. No skeletons, though. This means we take quite a bit of damage doing those guys. Alright. That's all done. We've got health. They're definitely in the bottom. My team is stacked up. Let's not stop there. Wait, for these dudes? Amplified damage sounds nice. This is just a Murky we're chasing. Oh wait, no, there's a Lily. There's a Lily up there. The range on Bone Prison is so tiny. Not that I want it to be larger, because I don't want to face necromancers with a larger range on their Bone Prison. Alright, we got incoming. Heading down the middle. I guess it would make it vulnerable for 2 seconds, but it would take the reduced time in the Bone Prison. They're gonna chase. I'll be the specialist and chase the terror. And you know what? Let's see if my bone armor would work against this guy. Oh, I can't target him with Bone Prison. This Cho and Gall seem to be having a bit of an argument through text. Maybe they met in a chat room or something. Seems sort of odd that they have to communicate that way. So Bone Prison does not work on monsters. Which is interesting because Skeleton King's Drain Hope does. But I think there it goes. Oh, just a Murky on the inside. There's the slow, though. Should be enough. A little bit of body block from the monk there. Just checking if he's heading out. I like that idea. It's a little scary, though. But I think we can break combat if they all show up. Nope, there's the Murky. And if they all showed up, then we could just do a Poison Nova. Which really haven't had any successful ones this game. Cho'Gall's heading in. Kind of like playing Diablo. You got to get so close to the guy before you can actually get the bone prison off. Oh, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. Got some minions in the top as well. I'll clear these out, and then we'll get everything else. Okay. Oh, no, she wants to do it. We can do it fast enough. There we go. Did I Nova while the cups were going? Probably. I probably did. That is a good note. Yeah, any healing is going to counter poison damage. I think it's another why. I mean, Nazebo's win rate is great right now. Just not picking in professional play. But poison damage definitely very easily countered by heals. Guess we'll set up our scythe and just let it rocket him when he ends it. Are they gonna get the tear? Alright, I'm going to visit top. Nah, I'm going to visit bottom briefly. 15-second cooldown. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're already here. Okay, then. We'll all push together. But a pot could have cleaned up all this business. Alright, what do we got now? What are we up against? We're up against a Diablo. What's his talents? He went regeneration. He did not go increase health. Life leech, interesting choice. Of which I disagree with in this situation. Well, I don't think we need the 1% health, so let's do Bone Spear. Seemed to be a good engage. There's a Murky. Oh, Cho'Gall's going down. Wow, nice stasis. At least that. Oh dear. Well, we're doing this. We're doing this right now. And flesh wound. Oh, it gets a little bit of regeneration to take him out. Poison damage does go back on their terror, but oh, Cho'Gall, right? Everyone's dead. Li Ming should be up in time though to stop it from going horrible. At least 2 of them are dead on the enemy team. I don't think they'll be able to dive too hard. Oh no, they're going a bit hot, aren't they? There's Li Ming though, coming down. It's gonna be too much, isn't it, with the terror there? That's a decent skeletal. I mean, as good as I've seen. That's probably the best application I've seen. Oh, well, GG all the same. That's a shame. Well, just a bad death. Could have done tons of stuff along the way, of course, like been a better Zool on day 1 here. Right, exactly, Cyanox. I could have laid the potted plant, sure, and it would have helped, but Cho'Gall already had the clear, so I didn't apply it there. That was my plan originally. I wish they would have let me get it out and they would have pushed a different lane. But just laying down a pot in the middle of nowhere in a lane that is already pushed, regardless of the cooldown of 15 seconds that would have been ready by the time I reached the enemy wall, if I was watching that, I would have said, oh, what's with the wasted potted plant? Even though I know in the back of my head that I have a 15-second cooldown and it's going to be a-okay when we get there. It's more of a mental perception. I don't want to be the guy who wastes spells along the way to the objective. That's all it's about. So that's why you'll see me, even regardless of mana, not cast a spell in a moment like that. Like Zool, it's a Bone Spear. Granted, we'll always be better at the early game right now because we have more practice just in the early game through playing shorter matches. But I should be casting a Bone Spear every 10 seconds regardless of where I am. But a character that does that, I would perceive anyway as nubbish. So it's all about perceptions, right? Fleur asks, is there a particular play or movement that standing out in your mind from the tournament over the weekend? Mine was Tomster on Greymane killing Brightwing behind the tower. There were so many epic plays. At the top of today's show, I went down the list of everything, but I mean, to sort of reiterate, just Cho'Gall play in general, Nature's Calling, Li Ming's Power Hungry really stood out to me as a great talent for pro players to be picking up. Really managed their orb collection well, and it seemed like there wasn't a time he didn't have 10% increased power. The power of the Bruisers, man, they really held those mercenaries in high esteem. And just in general, like well, actually, no. If I were to highlight one thing, the one thing that I loved more than anything else was Tempo Storm's Lost Vikings on Towers of Doom. I'm still figuring out Towers of Doom, as we all are, as the newest map, and seeing that direct of a strategy applied through a character was super cool to see. Yeah, I think we all expected Bone Armor to go on the D rather than a 1 button. I know I'm not casting it enough. Hey, I had great siege damage, but I rode the Terror a ton. Hero damage was okay. XP contribution was okay. So not bad. Let's see. I got time for one more, and they seem to be popping fast, so let's just dive on ahead, shall we? Though I think we've really kind of settled into our spec. I don't think we really have too much else to give. The heal in that game didn't really matter much. And it was interesting to note that while Johanna received the Bone Prison, but not the root effect, I still summoned my skeletons, whereas Murky, while inside his bubble, I didn't even get my 2 skeletons, nor did it show the effect of the Bone Prison popping up. I'm a Cloud9 guy. It seems really lame, because it's like cheering for the guys who've been winning since the game came out. But for me, I'm an old Dota fan, and Cloud9 performed very well in Dota for years and years. They were a very enjoyable team to work, to follow. And it comes down to practice, and Cloud9 has the regiments and experience as a organization to make sure their teams are best prepared for the event. So I will continue to follow and root for Cloud9 until that changes. Tempo Storm, you had the Bob Ross guys now under a new name, Naventic, I think it was, off the top of my head. They're fun, but kind of BM-y. And Tempo Storm has cleaned up a bit of its BM with its recent roster changes, but I don't know, Cloud9 is just a bunch of gentlemen. Pure class, exactly. Way to say it. Yeah, who doesn't like Fan, right? I mean, Fan's Abathur. Fan's playing his Li Ming over the weekend was fantastic. There was a lot to like there. And Fan, a gentleman, his interviews were great and didn't participate in the heckling that seemed to happen during that second to last set, which I know was all for fun, they said, but, Maybe try more shade? Yep, maybe. I mean, I'm not avoiding shade at all. I think shade is going to be really well applied when we are being attacked by heroes who will invest in the long run in killing us. Our butchers, thralls, falstads. We haven't really faced any of those, so we haven't gone back into the sort of poke build We continue to fight tanks, Double Tank and then Diablo here, and Diablo even went the increased regeneration rather than Devil's Due in that fight. And so Backlash continued to do very well. And we saw so much Devil's Due over the weekend too. It was funny to have that realization and that application in the previous solo Q&A where we played a ton of Diablo, and then to go into the weekend and see nothing but Devil's Due on like the 1 or 2 Diablo games. I think, was he picked once even? I know he's picked at least once because I saw Devil's Due, but not a lot of Diablo. No Kael'thas, no real Diablo, tons of Skeleton King, which never really worked out for anyone. It was a very interesting weekend. Right, well, and it's easy to say that Cloud9 has good sportsmanship when you're winning, right? It's easy to be, you know, all shaking hands and smiles when the team's coming together. DD says, Murky's bubble makes him invulnerable, so it removes debuffs completely, stopping the trap and the damage. Johanna is unstoppable, so the trap still triggers. That makes sense. Can't really think of anyone else we'd have to deal with that on. I mean, Unstoppables with a really well-timed Murden jump and stuff like that will happen. But I don't think we have any other pure invulnerables outside of, like, Divine Shield and stuff. But no real concerns there. Let's see what we got for this one, though, and we might change it up. Yeah, I don't think there was. But I was sad to see Skeleton King pick so frequently, but it seemed like he never really performed as well as he could have. We didn't see a single March of the Black King either, even on the solo tanking skeletons, which may have been a mistake. I don't know. Tomb is so powerful, and when you have the synergy and the teamwork to execute on a Tomb, it's going to be an even better situation, right? Well, and Heroes Rising, like, I was very happy to see Cloud9 lose in Heroes Rising because it's healthy for the state of the game for us to constantly change pro teams as to who's the best at the moment. So again, for Cloud9 to win this one and go on, you know, but Neventic will also be representing us in Korea, which will be interesting. Looks like we are tankless with an Abathur. Abathur on the enemy team. Illidan, Kael'thas, Tyrande, and Zool. Well, I think it's shade time with an Illidan. Yeah, we're certainly not going to do... We're not going to do Backlash into this team. And I don't see... I think Shackler is good, but a little dangerous, so let's do Shade. And let's avoid getting killed by Illidan as best we can. And actually use the button. That's going to be the other hard part. I mean, I really... let's change this. The Diablo music's getting a little stressful. Let's set it back to some good old-fashioned... the Diablo we know and love. Anyway, let's get in lane. I was very impressed by Team Blaze. I did not know much about them going into the weekend. Granted, they seemed well-determined to give a good show. I don't know if they maybe played to all their strengths, but they definitely put on a good show, and I can appreciate that a lot. And I really appreciate that. And, you know, this is an important time for them. They need to gain followers. They need to make sure that, you know, people get hyped about them when they get on the scene. And one way to do that is to pick really interesting picks. And make, you know, get some fans for your team, right? So, Blaze was just fun to watch. Should have activated that earlier. Let's go ahead and grab my well, since I messed that up. It's like, not Thrall, but Illidan might be making his way down to me. Alright. Let's push out this lane for my guys. There's Illidan there, making his way. Oh, he's really low. Oh. Wish I would have known that. But there's Flesh Wound, okay. Good old Flesh Wound. Here comes Li Ming. That'll be some range that I need. See if we can create a little zone there, but... Now, where is Illidan? Because I'm a counter to him. I guess I am. Anyway, we haven't really applied it, but we'll see. Got a Brightwing too. Let's do... Oh, I mean, we'll just keep on Gailering. Missed all his attacks there. That's pretty good. The sweeping strikes, though, coming out pretty strong. I guess I should soak, sort of. Apply myself towards the top to make sure that these skeletons keep on getting spawned. End up going Jailer for the heal that I can stack together. No other real reason behind it. I think there's some good... I think range could have worked out well for me here, too. Some good reasons to go with the range, but Illidan's just going to dive me anyway. I saw an owl coming in, so might as well. Brightwing's here to keep me topped off. Gotta be coming up on the next tower here soon. What do we got to? Still missing Illidan. Zool in the middle. Kael'thas up top. But where is everybody else? Nice little polymorph there, too. Alright, let's do that heal. Oh, I'm walking into every owl. It's not where my attention is. But yeah, let's see if we can get Kael'thas. These mines are pretty darn good, too. There we go, nice. Alright, with Kael'thas down, we should be able to put ourselves in a nice offensive position. These mines are pretty stellar as well. There's Illidan, though. Our primary concern. Already back up. Guess I'll go ahead and just do that nice and early so I can get my skeletons out. Kind of carried the living bomb there back to my crew. Oh no. Ronda's probably got a stun for me too. Alright, well, 1 for 1. I'd like to see Drat do some body soaking down in the bottom. Oh, fight's breaking out. Leaving. Fight's over. Oh, my bone armor, my bone armor! I'll be gone, I'll be gone. Oh my god. Wow, nice flame strike for sure. Yeah, a lot of good advances in this past weekend, I agree. And the sportsmanship thing is entirely... It's an interesting topic. You know, we talked about it a little bit at the top of the show, but it'll be interesting to see as esports tries to gather up a stronger audience outside of video gamers, you know, what happens. I mean, how many people really go out on their weekend and play touch football or, you know, flag football or anything that actually is the team sport version of it and not just throwing around the pigskin equivalent. Not too many people. So, if that is correct, then there is a market for people who don't play the video game, but are willing to watch it. And do we cater to those people? I don't know. Actually, on this map, let's go ahead. These are all very low health targets, though. But let's do skeletal mages. We're interrupting a turn-in and whatnot, after all. Let's go ahead and clear out that mine that's sitting there. I mean, Illidan will be flipping all over me, so there's plenty of good use of Poison Nova available. We're gonna need Li Ming though. And where's she at? Still farming mid. And yet again, I miss out on a sweet skeletal mage because there is an effect in the way. That's a shame. I need to place that really, really carefully. And that's not a shame. I should have to be careful, right? I have to be the best player I can be. Oh my goodness, the mines. Dude, I'm gonna throw this out in front of me just in case there's more. Gotta get to my well here. I'm just gonna teleport out. It's like we both had the same idea, but I ended up canceling one of my skeletons. Abathur, though, going in with the slaps. Odd choice, Abathur. Close, though. Alright, I'm gonna go farm that top. Brightwing can go anywhere, so no need to be concerned that he's up there. But both our Abathur's mine builds are kind of coming together and getting real dirty. What did Illidan take for his level? Oh, I walked in another one. Took Metamorphosis. Okay. So we don't need to worry about him hauling ass across the map to get us.
Forward unto darkness.
Still pushing bottom pretty strong. That just goes through and cleans up everything I had to offer. But I'll clean up him too. What did he go? I went with the range instead, and the harvest. Probably not a bad idea in this tankless situation. Probably should go on harvest myself. There's Illidan. Illidan is missing. Alright, let's ride. And let's do non-traditional pathing so we avoid any Abathur mines we can. So we'll try not to walk through the middle of anything. Oh, there's one right there. Darn it. Oh, there's a darn it. What do we want to do here? I guess decrepify? Something. Seems like we're in a good position.
Be swift,
I can throw out my skeletons. That might give us enough zone to just take it straight out. And Illidan ran the wrong direction too, so that's good for us. Now Li Ming can take the bottom. Got a long walk ahead of him. Nice. All right. 2 down. Let's push a wall. Alright, there's Illidan in the middle. Alright, my skeletons are going down. Good at wasting ammo for sure. There's Illidan. Let's make sure Li Ming can get out. And P. Friendly neighborhood. Necromancer. Let's see if we can come around on the back of old Hail Pants here. Cool. And we'll continue our parade of victory up top. Might not be a bad situation to use mine, but no one's chasing with me. On these dudes, we'll just keep on amplifying damage. Can't go wrong. Oh, the burn. Those darn owls. All right, what do my kids want to do? I need to come from, they're gonna approach from this angle, so there we go. I got all four this time. Delayed for quite a while. Oh, that's a nice Phoenix placement. Dodging all these basic attacks, but getting real slowed. There we go. Sadly, didn't go off, so I get no skeletons, but you know what? I think we cleaned up sufficiently that we can channel. Nice. Oh, but that is just Tyrande. Oh dear, oh dear. He got me. And this, okay, that's good to know. The scythe does not come back to me if I die. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but it looks like fun. Some of it. Let's take a look at the talents, see if I can read into anything. We got level 20 in 3 levels. You know, with this bursty of a comp, we might get some actual kills, and skeletal mages should be fun. Bone spear can't go wrong, though. Let's take a look at the stats here. Oh, wow, real low on the decent siege damage. Oof. I'm low on a lot of things, aren't I? Interesting. Huh. Whereas the enemy Zool is, oh, right above me by 2,000. Cool. Nothing too bad. Illidan's solo in the bottom, but looks like Kael'thas is probably heading top, so let's get up there. Those skeletons can push the rest of that. Let's help out. Let's do this. Wailing on these cats, and they don't want to go down. There we go. There's. Oh no! He got me. 60 seconds. I'm dead. Ugh. Hard not to trade, but I should have backed out. Should have backed out, and what? Maybe I had some spells on cooldowns. Hard to tell. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy. Hey, I mean, it's good to see you, man. Oh, we got a lot of Oregon talk. Oregon did well in the Heroes of the Dorm last year. Good to see you, Khan.
The time is now, heroes.
All right, level 20.
In my name.
Let's do when a nearby enemy hero dies, but our damage is low. So probably if we're just, I mean, I can't think of a situation where I wouldn't want Bone Spear instead. Right? I mean, if I'm winning really hard, Bone Spear will do more damage and help us win harder. But Rage Mage is cool. Rage Mage is just cool. So I'd like to take it, but I think we need the damage. And I should probably just practice using the extra button. And where is that Tyrande? Didn't even need my lane cleared. Though that's the other thing, is I'm using Bone Spear to accomplish the line attacks that I'm getting anyway, so is it actually doing that much? Really, really tough guy to read. Zool here. They're in quite the fight down in the bottom. For my purposes, though, that's pretty fantastic. I guess I really want to stagger the kills I get. Oh, I want a Bone Spear again, don't I? They might be coming around on me. Yeah, Illidan's missing. Just Kael'thas down there at the moment. Let's get out. Zool in the middle. Abathur showed up. plays pretty darn low, though. Brightwing down for 40 seconds. It's not the best. There's Tyrande. Oh, Illidan's right there. Okay, never mind. Guess we'll push this out. Yeah, but they're mines. And Abathur Locusts. Good, that's good. I think we'll just straight up trade. No, we have a Brightwing. We totes have a Brightwing. What is going on here?
Take the altar and put an end.
I should have Bone Speared. Ah, well. Should have Bone Speared that. But I interrupted him. 4 life left. Sure, we could deliver that. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that all together. Now that we have that bottom fort down. Let's come in on Li Ming here and see if we can't help out. They got that there. That's good. Where is Illidan? There he is. Lower his attack speed and boom! Oh well, could have ulted, I guess. But I think we just win. Oh no, that's only gonna be 3 dudes, so no win yet. But getting close. And I guess I'm anti-Illidan, so I'm probably putting way too much weight on him. I should probably be more afraid of things like Kael'thas, but I don't think I can really affect Kael'thas very much. Nice! Well, that certainly did quite a bit. Oh, we can do this now? Oh yeah, they're dead for a while, too. Let's not forget my Bone Spear. That was probably the first good cast of Skeletal Mages I've had all day. Oh, they gotta go along the wrong way? Okay, well, that's fine. 1 left. I don't think Abathur can stop us. Alright, GG. Nice. Yeah, we could have done the boss win too.
Victory.
GG's indeed.